All right, my friends, Ruben Obed here, transmitting live once again from GB Music Group Studios in Dorado, Puerto Rico. And this video, which I'm doing, is actually in response to a video that I just saw by a man by the name of B Miles 84 Conscious Channel. And he was talking about food stamps, Section 8. He said the riot is over, welfare queens got their wake up call. Now, mind you, um, when I saw this video, I totally agree with B Miles. First of all, B Miles made it clear in the video that he's not a Trump supporter. I am a Trump supporter. You know what I'm saying? I'm a big time Trump supporter. If you look in my channel, it's like, I'm the biggest Latino Trump supporter. I came up with the Latino Trump anthem music video, which went viral online. So, it's good that I'm listening to Mr. B Miles on one side, and then on this end, I'm the total contrary because I am a Trump supporter. So now, but the thing is, B Miles, you got it right. These women, and you talked about the black community, but I'm gonna talk about the Puerto Rican community too, and the Hispanic community, which are doing the same shit. You got these women walking around with this high and mighty attitude. Oh, I don't need a man. Oh, I'm an independent woman. And they shake their head like this, like an owl and shit, talking about, oh, I'm an independent woman. Where the hell's your independence now? You ain't no independent. You've been living off the system. That's why you've been independent. That's why a lot of y'all women have been displacing men. That's why a lot of y'all women take your baby fathers and lock them up in jail for owing you $100 in child support because y'all a bunch of bitches. And I'll say it straight out. That's why y'all going through this shit. And I have to be in agreement with Mr. B Miles. I'm happy Trump is doing this shit. I'm happy. I hope welfare gets taken off. I hope that Section 8 gets taken the hell off. Take it off. People get a fucking job. Get a goddamn job. You know, now, there, like I said, there are some people who need it. There are some people. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not against those people. I'm not against it. There are elderly people, there are people that are sick, there are just people who are really down on their luck. But these welfare queens who sit around, they sit around and they act as if they got it all figured out. And it's all about getting their weave done and their nails done, and all the money that they don't spend by paying rent. Oh no, you see them buying new cars and shit, and they riding around. They think that the shit don't stink, and they bad mouth men. That's why you have this dysfunctional family situation going. That's why you have this epidemic of single mothers, and they don't respect men. They don't want a man, because a man to them, all it represents is this. And if the guy doesn't have this, well, he's worthless. Well, you know what? You only think that the guy is worthless because you have Section 8, because you got food stamps. But you know what? If your ass didn't have Section 8, if your ass didn't have child support, and you was gonna go hungry, then you would value a good man with even if he had just a little simple minimum wage job. You would value that. So I really hope. I mean, not for nothing. I mean, like I said, there are people who need it. There are elderly, there are sickly people, there are people who may not be elderly, they're just in a really bad place in their life. And absolutely, I have to agree that these benefits are there for people, but not for generations. You get food stamps, it ain't to stay in there the rest of your freaking life getting food stamps. You know what I mean? Take advantage. If you got food stamps, if you got Section 8, little by little, work your way out of that. You got a platform. But no, see, they ride it out. You see these welfare queens, and I can't stand these welfare queens, because they're not only welfare queens, they're child support queens too. You know what I mean? And they walk around, oh yeah, well, you owe me. Oh, the government's got to pay for my baby. Got like 30 different baby daddies. You got one kid who's black, the other one's Hispanic, the other one looks Chinese, but they're all your kids. And you're getting welfare, and you're getting food stamps, and you're getting WIC, and then I'm happy they taking your shit. They should have taken your shit a long damn time ago. This is called a humbling. A humbling, and I'm happy this is happening. And I agree with Mr. B Miles. I agree with him. I come from the ghetto. I come from Camden, New Jersey. I grew up in Camden, New Jersey. I live in Puerto Rico now, but I grew up in the ghetto. I know what it is. And I grew up in the suburbs. And let me tell you, you got welfare queens in the ghetto. You got welfare queens in the suburbs. You got welfare queens here in Puerto Rico. Oh, yeah, they're all over the place. It's an epidemic. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I mean, I don't, like I said, I ain't gonna down poor people. I'm poor myself. You know what I'm saying? And I try to keep it as real as possible. But you know what I'm saying? These welfare queens, they're evil. They're really evil. And the government entitles them and gives them Section 8 and gives them this. And then what they do is they take the children away from the fathers, and then they paint this picture that the fathers are deadbeats, that the fathers don't love the kids, which is not true. And these women end up looking like the heroes, the ones who supported the child. You didn't do shit. The government supported your kid. The government did, not you. And they walk around, oh, I'm an independent woman. You ain't independent if you getting Section 8. You ain't independent if you getting food stamps. You ain't independent if you living off a WIC. You ain't independent. And that's no independence there. Problem is, the system has you fooled. You know, the system wants you to act as if you got it going on. Why? Because the moment the shit hits the fan, then your ass don't know what the hell to do. Then your ass is gonna go riot, or you're gonna go sell your coochie to somebody for $20. You're gonna walk around like a crackhead because you ain't got no Section 8 and you ain't got no food stamps. You know, and that's the reality. That is the reality of all of this. You know, so like I said, you know, I'm addressing that to Mr. B Miles. Mr. B Miles, I mean, I don't, you said here publicly that you're not a Trump supporter. You know, me personally, all I ask of you is to listen to, in fact, go on my page, check out a couple of my Trump videos, and you know, I think that even in spite of our political differences, I think that you and I might have some kind of a, you know, you know, a view that can be paralleled. You know what I mean? So I see a future Trump supporter in Mr. B Miles. But anyhow, B Miles, much respect. I loved your video, man. Thanks for keeping it real. And yo, welfare queens, your ride is over. Your ride is over, bitches. Peace.